Hi, and welcome to the Xiao Lab. My name is Jenna, and I'm a graduate student in Dr. Xiao's research group here at North Carolina State University. I'll be your guide and help introduce you to our lab. Let's go meet everyone. Hey, Dr. Xiao, do you want to tell everyone about what our lab does?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Xiao. So our lab is focused on the development of the new optimal isolation and the sensor development. So we use this advance to create new methods and device to detect relative interest of the target, which use forensic and medical application. And the lab is focused on optimal isolation, but and also we play around different sensor technology and device fabrication. Okay, we always look for the good people and welcome joining our lab.
Hey, Lon, can you tell us what you're working on?
Sure. So this is our gel image system. Right now I'm using it to monitor the digestion of my aptamer by some exonucleases. So actually, if you look over here, I do see that when my aptamer is alone, it's almost completely digested by the exonucleases. However, if my aptamer is with my target, fentanyl, I get a very dark inhibition band. And I have found that the darker and more intense this band in, the more tight the aptamer binds.
That's really cool. Could you tell us about the future direction also?
Yeah, sure. We want to try and combine this technique with a liquid handling system as well as a microplate reader. So that way we can quickly characterize thousands of aptamer target pairs simultaneously.
Hey, Connor, hey, Ransom. Could you tell us what you're doing?
Yeah, so this is our isothermal titration calorimeter, and it allows us to measure thermodynamic parameters of bioreceptors and their ligands. By titrating a small amount of sample or target into the sample cell with an aptamer, we're able to measure heat changes at the microcal level.
From this, we're able to determine the binding affinity, reaction stoichiometry, enthalpy, and entropy of the binding event. This allows us to determine whether the aptamer is a good fit for our target and if it can be used in a biosensor.
Cool, thank you so much. Hi, Adara, could you tell us what you're up to?
Yes, so I am working on dye switching assays, which is the way we characterize the binding affinity of our aptamers through to the displacement of a dye in the presence of a target. And one of the really cool things is you can actually see the color change to the naked eye in most cases, as you guys can see here. If you can't see it to the naked eye, we can use an instrument known as our TCAN microplate reader.
That's very cool. Hey, Emma, could you tell us about the TCAN?
Sure. So this is a TCAN. It can run up to 384 samples at a time, and it has many functions such as absorbance and fluorescence.
That's really cool. Thank you so much. Hey, Yingsu. Hey, Alex.
Hi.
Could you tell everyone what you're working on?
Of course, we are working on electrochemistry, so we utilize our isolated aptamer to fabricate electrochemical aptamer-based sensors for multiple analyte detection, such as illicit drugs or some biological related compounds.
This experiment is very simple and user-friendly.
This technique is very powerful, which has high potential for on-site screening or real-time monitoring of multiple analytes in a complex biological setting.
That's awesome. Could you share an example?
Sure. Over here, we have fentanyl inside of human serum.
That's really cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, Caleb. Hey, Option. Could you tell us what you're working on?
Hey, we're working with the MST, which allows us to perform microscale thermophoresis.
In our lab, we use microscale thermophoresis to measure the binding affinity between aptamers and targets.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sure. See you.
Bye.